Blood grouping system. Why do we need to do blood grouping? Because for blood transfusion, before blood transfusion, we need to do blood compatibility test, that is major and minor compatibility test. And for the organ transplantation also, we need to do blood grouping, and to identify the parentage, whether the possible blood groups will come, and we can get to know whether sometimes we can get to know the parentage, and hemolytic diseases of the newborn can be identified, and some diseases will be associated with only few blood groups. So associated blood diseases can be seen, and then study of genetics. For all this we do blood grouping. There are the different types of blood grouping, of which major are ABO and then RH, and minor are Keel, Lewis, MNS, P, and Duffy blood groups. ABO blood group, there are four we can say 8 different groups: A positive and A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive, and O negative. This positive and negative is nothing but presence of RH. The RH, if for RH there is an antigen D. If antigen D is present, then A positive. If it is absent, then it will be negative. Now first we'll see what is this types of different types, how why we say this different types of blood groups. In the first you need to know that this antigen will be present on the RBC, and antibody will be present in the plasma. Antigen, if antigen is present, then we call as that blood group, and corresponding antibody will be absent in the plasma. That is Lanceron's law. Lanceron's law also will learn antigen is also known as agglutinogen, and antibody is known as agglutinin. This is the RBC, so antigen will be present on the surface of the RBC. For A blood group, there will be antigen A. For B blood group, antigen B. For AB blood group, there will be both antigen A and B. And for O blood group, there won't be any antigen. This H will be present, like A and B will be absent, but this H antigen will be present in all the ABO blood group, that is A, B, AB, and O. All these four, there will be H. If this H is not present on the O blood group, this is nothing but the Bombay blood group. Bombay blood group will be having no antigens. Lanceron's law says if antigen is present, then corresponding antibody will be absent. If antibody is present, corresponding antigen will be antigen will be present on the surface. So if antigen A is there, antibody A will be absent, so other antibody will be B. If antigen B is there, antibody B will be absent, and other antigen A will be there. If AB is there, there won't be any antibodies. And if for O blood group there is a H antigen, so anti-H will be will be absent in the plasma. So A and B are not there, so antibody A and B will be there. The blood group for if A is there, so A blood group, antigen A is there, A blood group, antigen B is there, B blood group, both antigens are there, AB blood group, no antigens present, O blood group. These are antigens, antibodies, and this H will be present in A, B, AB, and O, but it will be absent in Bombay blood group. So Bombay blood group does not contain any antigen, so all the antibodies will be present in the plasma of the Bombay blood group, that is anti-A, anti-B, anti-H. This is represented as Bombay blood group is represented as OH, whereas O blood group is represented as O. And so this plasma contains all the antibodies. So all the antibodies are present in the blood of plasma of Bombay blood group. So we can donate only Bombay blood group. We can only donate Bombay blood group only. And Lanceron's law, coming for the Lanceron's law, first law, there are two laws, first law and second law. If antigen will be always present on the RBC, and antibody will be present on the plasma. If antigen A is present on the RBC, then corresponding antibody, that is if for anti-A, blood group A, there will be antigen on the RBC, A antigen on the RBC, so corresponding antigen, the antibody in the plasma will be absent, that is anti-A will be absent in the plasma. And coming for the second law of Lanceron, that reverse, the antibody is present in the plasma, then there will be corresponding antigen on the RBC will be absent. These are the Lanston's law, the converse, but this is applicable only for ABO blood group. It is not applicable for RH blood group. I'll say why. Then for universal donor, to be a universal donor, he is donating the RBCs. So RBCs antigen should not be there. In which antigens won't be there? That is anti D is not there, anti A, anti B, and anti H. H antigen will be there in everyone. So there is nothing worry for that. All this will be present, antigens will be absent on O negative blood group. So he is giving RBCs. No, he can give to any person. When if any accidents comes, there is no time to check which blood group is. You can directly give O negative blood group. So no antigens will be there on the RBC. So he is a universal donor. For a universal recipient will be having plasma. Plasma contains antibodies, so you should not have any antibodies. No antibodies will be present in AB positive blood group. So AB positive will be universal recipient. As I already told, antigen is also known as agglutinogen, antibody is known as agglutinin. In India, most common blood group is O blood group, then coming to B and A, OBA, and then AB, 33, 31, 27 and 8%. This is a range of blood group in India. The most common will be O blood group in India and least will be AB blood group, which is 8%. Bombay blood group occurs very rare. The chromosomes for the presence of these genes will be, for ABO blood group it will be 9, and for H gene it will be on the 9. H gene will be present on the chromosome 19 and RH gene will be present on a 1. 1, 9 and 19 for RH, ABO and H gene. In RH blood group the antibody will be IgG type, so it can cross placenta, so it causes erythroblastolysis fetalis. Blastosis fetolysis, and whereas in ABO blood group it will be antibody IgM, immunoglobulin M, so it can't cross placenta. It won't be that much, it doesn't show that much adverse adverse this thing. If AB positive and this negative AB this transfusion occurs, means this is the most dangerous because it causes erythroblastosis fetalis and it can pass placenta. Then RH, coming for RH blood group, there will be, for RH blood group antigen will be D. It doesn't follow Lanston's law because there are two, RH positive and negative. RH positive contains D antigen, RH negative do not have D antigen, but there are no anti-D antibodies in the plasma. So Lanston's law says that if there is no antigen on the RBC, means there should be corresponding antibody in the plasma, but it fails because there is no natural antibodies in the plasma. So naturally it fails. But if RH positive is donated to RH negative, then there will be synthesis of antibody against that antigen, but naturally it doesn't have, so it fails. Lanston's law is failed here. Here D antigen will be present, in RH positive it will be present, whereas D antigen is absent in RH negative. So totally there are ABO blood group are 4 types: A, B, AB and O. Again RH are 2 types plus RH positive and negative. Again we'll get for 4 into 2 8 combinations will get. A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive and O negative. A positive means A antigen obviously it should be there, and H will be there in A, B, AB and O. So and positive, RH positive means D antigen is there. A negative means A antigen is there, but D antigen, that is RH antigen, is not there, but H antigen is present in everything. For B similarly, B positive, B is there, and for positive H is there, and for RH positive, the positive H will be there in everything, and for positive D is there. Similarly all these things are there. In case of Bombay blood group there won't be H gene also. And all antibodies will be there, as I already told. Anti-A, anti-B and anti-H will be there in the plasma of the Bombay blood group. This is all about the blood grouping. You learnt why it is required and what are the types of antigens and antibodies present in this, and different types of blood grouping, Lanston's law, and the donor and the recipient, universal donor, recipient, and the percentage, what is Bombay blood group, and the presence of in which chromosome or which gene codes for the genes coding for these blood groups present on which chromosomes you learnt, and RH blood grouping you learnt. This is all about the blood grouping. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.